hear from one woman, and I'm here with the amazing Erika Botha, who's you live in London, Erika?
London, Ontario, Canada.
Yes, London, Ontario, Canada, but hails from South Africa. So if you're trying to picture where that beautiful accent is from, that is where Erika is originally from. She's coming to us with a wonderful, wonderful webinar as part of our One Woman Empowerment Academy called How to Reach Your Goals Fearlessly, and how well that goes with one woman. And of course, we have our Fearless Women Summit. And of course, then women want to take that step to reaching their own goals fearlessly. So tell me a little bit about this workshop, Erika.
Well, Charlotte, I first think I have to start off by explaining that fear is really something that is just an idea. You know, it's a thought that we create ourselves. So, you know, it didn't really happen. So we have this fear and we're afraid of things, but it didn't really happen because we're creating all these thoughts in our minds. So this is where we're going to start off with the workshop. I'm going to explain to the ladies how the brain works around fear. So then the next step is, what does fear do to us? You know, physically, you know, you can feel it when you're stressed. It's in your shoulders, it's in your stomach, it's like everywhere. And so we're going to investigate that. And then what we're also going to investigate is, you know, it's emotionally how that influences us. It is, you feel stressed, you feel worried, you know, depression comes from there. You feel anxious. And then it shows up in different ways in our behaviors. You know, what do you do when you're stressed? You know, if you're like me, you start eating. So lots of people start drinking. You go shopping. You know, we all know about retail therapy, you know, and that's what I'm going to address. So I'm going to show people a method, and it's a wonderful method. It works, how to reach their goals fearlessly. So it's a blueprint that I will give them, and that's how we're going to do it. So the other thing that I will teach them as well is, say, for instance, you sit in your office and it is Wednesday afternoon and your boss walk into the office and he say, oh, remember that report that I've asked you on next week? Oh, I actually need it by Friday. You know, and then what happened to us is like, I don't know what to do with this report. I cannot finish it up, you know, and I'm going to teach you a method as well to just calm yourself down, you know, and get into the right mental space to address that and to be able to finish up that report. So yeah, so that's what it's all about. I'm going to teach ladies how to reach their goals fearlessly, because as I say, fear is just a thought, and I'm going to give them a method how to calm themselves down. Yeah, so I'm excited about that.
Yes, well, we're excited about it as well. And what an important tool to have, because I think that even, you know, you're going through life and everything's going great, and, you know, you have those different circumstances or experiences or things that come up that all of a sudden start pushing our buttons or put fear into our life or whatever it is, and it can become so debilitating that it, you know, clouds being able to move forward and to be able to move forward in our goals or our dreams or whatever it might be that we want to do. And I love that you're teaching women how to be able to react in those circumstances, to be able to, you know, work their way through that, and to be able to maybe reprocess that thought into something different so that you can move forward in your goals. So I love that. That's fabulous. Tell us a little bit about your background, Erika, and how you got into doing this line of work and really working with women to overcome fear to be able to reach their goals in life.
Well, living in South Africa, my life was quite full of fear. I've experienced quite a few incidents, you know, people breaking into my house while I'm in the house with my baby. And while I'm shouting at them, please, I'm in the house, you know, don't come in. The more they wanted to come into my house, I experienced that at one stage, a person had to pick between me, well, 4 guys had come up to me and the other guy, and they had to pick who they're going to shoot that day and whose car they're going to take. And they picked the other guy that day. So I saw how they shoot a guy in front of me, and it was me or him, and I was just the lucky one. So, you know, I'm was driving. Oh, I can keep you busy for hours telling you stories of what I've experienced, you know. So I lived quite in fear. And beside that fear, I also had my own fears of, is my marriage going to fail? I had a few marriage issues at that stage. Will I keep my job? Because the economy in South Africa is horrible, you know. So to live through all of that kinds of fears, and then I had my own mental fears, like, oh, the fear of failure, you know. So working through all of that, you know, is my experience, that I know how fear feels and how to get rid of it. And then I have a psychology degree, and I've worked for big corporate companies, so get out of the corporate world and doing my own thing. Oh my gosh, isn't that fearful as well, to start your own business? Yeah, so I've done marriage counseling as well from 2004 as a hobby. And then I've decided, you know what, so many women need me. They're just afraid to talk to their husbands about a marriage that's failing. They're afraid that they're not a good mom. And then I've decided, you know what, my heart lies with women right now. And yes, I can still do marriage counseling and relationship counseling, but it's all about fear right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we are living in fearful times right now where there's so much uncertainty and so much change and things look so different. You know, a lot of people have lost their jobs, or maybe they're looking to start a business, or that, you know, the circumstances of, you know, isolation and, you know, COVID-19 has maybe put stress on their marriage or on their relationship. So, you know, I'm sure you're finding that, you know, with your clients and things that you work with, that these can be very fearful times, but with the tools and, you know, with the things that you teach, is that we don't have to live in that fear.
You definitely don't have to, you know, it's all in our brains, that if we can change our thoughts, and that's it, that's what I will teach the ladies.
Yeah, absolutely. So this event is coming up on Friday, September 25th. It's a 2-hour webinar. And so many great things that you're going to learn, as you heard from Erika, to be able to, you know, manage fear, to be able to use fear as, I'm sure, fuel in many ways, because sometimes we look at it as a negative thing, but it can be also, you know, a great motivator as well. And you'll actually create your own blueprint on how to get rid of fear in your mind so that you can reach your goals. So maybe talk about that a little bit. Is that an actual activity that the women are going to be designing for themselves?
Yes. I want to say, we talk about webinar, but I want to say workshop more. And I know our ad is out like webinar and workshop, because you have to bring a pen and paper, because we're going to work. We're going to address one of your issues that you have. And don't be afraid, you don't have to share it with the group. It's, you know, it's all confidential. But yes, it's real practical, because I find that we can switch off the computer and we're done and life goes on, you know. But I want ladies to walk out of there and feel, gosh, I am changed.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right. It absolutely is a workshop. We say webinar so women know that it is online. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can tune into this and register for that day. And the beautiful part is it's absolutely free to register. So thank you, Erika, for doing this, for all the amazing women who belong to One Woman. Definitely during crazy times, to be able to have a great resource tool, and of course to have you to be able to help us reach our goals fearlessly. And so we're excited about that event. So if you are interested in signing up and claiming your space, make sure you head to onewoman.ca. I'm going to post the link below that has all of the link to all the details for it, and that you can get registered. We'll send you the link prior to the event. But any final thoughts, Erika, to the ladies as we wrap up today?
Well, you've been called to action. You know, you can live your whole life in fear. You can live your whole life, the life that you don't want. So if you don't take action, you know, then nothing is going to happen. So start by attending this webinar, and then from there on, you can take actions to sort out your life and become fearless.
Perfect. What a great way to end. And yes, it's all about taking action, taking that first step, and knowing that you're going to be guided and surrounded with other amazing women who are looking to achieve their fearless goals. And of course, by Erika, who's going to give you some wonderful tools and support that day so that you can achieve those. So again, it's Saturday, September 25th from 1 till 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to post the link with all the details below. Make sure you get signed up and stay tuned as we offer more great webinars and workshops during these crazy times that you can build your personal and professional skills online and connect with other amazing women around the world. Thanks so much, Erika, for doing this for us and to offering this great workshop for everyone.
Inshallah, appreciate it.
Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.